Hello, this is Ghostpoet and you're watching Berlin Music TV.
Berlin Music TV, wieder hier beim Made Festival Backstage, diesmal mit einem ganz besonderen Gast, diesmal mit Ghostpoet. Hi, how are you?
Not bad at all.
How was your trip so far?
Good, yeah, we've been travelling a lot in the last few days, but it was nice and smooth.
I bet you're kind of surprised about the nice weather we got here. It's not the kind of weather you're used to have in England.
Well, no, England's been really warm of late, and yesterday it was kind of cold, and cold was like 20-something degrees when it's been like 30-something recently. So I came fully prepared for cold weather, but it's boiling hot, so how foolish am I?
Is this your first gig in Germany actually?
No, I've played loads of times in Germany. Loads of times. But another gig.
But I bet you're kind of excited about your gig here at this festival.
Yeah. It's a prestigious festival, and to be playing on the main stage with the likes of Flying Lotus and Atoms for Peace, I can't complain, you know. But it's just another gig. I can't think too much about it. I just got to do it, you know.
Your first album was completely home recorded and self-produced. Your second album is completely produced in a studio with a producer who's supporting you. First of all, I wanted to ask you, whose idea was that in the first place to move into a studio?
My own idea. I wanted to just wanted to try something that I hadn't done before and challenge myself, you know, with a new environment. I've been in studios before, but not to produce an album, and I wanted to see if it would invoke some kind of creativity from within. So yeah, it was my idea.
So do you think it was kind of important for yourself and for your development as a musician and as an artist?
Yeah, definitely. It's something it's important to do that all the time. I have to constantly evolve and develop as an artist, because I don't want to create the same stuff over and over again. I want to challenge myself and better what I'm trying to do. So yeah.
The name Ghostpoet is always kind of connected with a real dark sound. Our editors considered the second album kind of a bit darker than the first one. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I guess it's more. I guess it started overall in a much darker place, just in general. But in the end, and in life generally, I'm not depressed and sitting in the dark all the time. I don't know, I just like to make music that is dark in its nuances. I don't know why, but that's just how it is, you know.
But do you think people will consider it kind of darker than the first album because of the content or of the music, or because of the production, of the sound of the album?
That's down to the listener, really. I don't really decide or try to dictate what the listener should feel or think. I make it and put it out there, and I want it to be as open to interpretation as possible, you know, so people can just take it into their own lives and mold it around their own existence, you know what I mean? So I guess it's darker, but that's just me, you know. Someone else may think it's quite a bright album. Just boils down to your opinion, you know?
What I'm always interested about is, especially when a musician makes music that is really different, where his musical influences are. So can you tell us what are your influences, which are artists that inspired you?
I wouldn't really say any musicians, so to speak. It's more just living and experiencing life and going about trying to better my existence, and that's my influences. I listen to a lot of music, and it would be wrong for me to pick out any particular artist or group or genre. It's all very much about soaking up music and using it, not using it, but taking note of stuff that is interesting and trying to just make my own thing. You know, I don't care about being like anybody else or following any particular genre. I just want to make my own stuff, you know, and that's what I'm trying to do.
It is now 3 years after your first EP. Can you sometimes are you sometimes not able to believe how quickly you got kind of successful as a musician?
If I'm successful, I find it is. I don't think I've really had a chance to sit down and really contemplate and really look back at it and see that I've done 2 records, you know, because I never thought I'd make 1 record, let alone have 2 released in the world, you know. And it's just great being able to play places like this and travel and, you know, make music full time. It's a great thing, you know. It's I feel very lucky to be doing it. So I just want to just continue and try and make this last for as long as possible, you know.
You said once in an interview that London doesn't mean a lot to you because you consider yourself a world citizen. Is that correct?
Yeah. I don't think I would say London doesn't mean anything. I was born in London, and you know, it doesn't. I remember saying something along that lines, but it's very much about, there we go, people look, see that there's filming going on, walk around the camera, it's easy. On side note, it's inside joke. It's a case of, what was I saying? Yeah, London, I just feel that it's a case of, in the age that we're living at, I think it's foolish to believe or want to make music for only one particular place, the place of your birth or the place that you live, when people have access to your music from all around the world, you know, and via the internet and via travel, we're able to get to anywhere in the world now pretty quickly if we need to, or you know, have to for work or pleasure or whatever. And I don't feel, especially from having, you know, the privilege of being able to travel and see the world a bit more, that, you know, people in Australia, people in Europe, further afield, Russia, places that I've been, everyone's the same, you know, and they all want the same thing. They want music. They're all hungry for music and new stuff and creativity of all kinds. And so I don't make music for where I live. I make music for just people and people everywhere, you know.
We are having here at Melt Festival a lot of English bands like RJ, James Blake is here, London Grammar. The English music scene seems to be kind of really strong right now. Can you explain why that is?
No, I don't know. The English music scene is the English music scene. I'm aware of it because I live there, but I'm aware of lots of other scenes. I don't know, it would be wrong of me to say, oh yeah, we're, you know, that's where the creativity is happening and blah, blah, blah. There's creativity everywhere. There's talent everywhere. It's just, I don't know. I guess it's just historically, the music industries of England, of the UK and America have been stronger, and like Japan than other places. But I don't know. I couldn't tell you why. You should talk to the promoters. Ask them why they're booking us. I don't know. But I can't complain.
Did you have the chance to take a look at the lineup from today at Melt Festival?
Yeah. I really want to see Flying Lotus and Atoms for Peace. And I was really looking forward to seeing everything, but they're not playing anymore. So that's a shame. But yeah, those are the 3 I wanted to see.
Okay, that's nice. What are your plans for the next days?
The next days, some sleep, because I'm very tired. So I'm going to go home and sleep for a bit. And then there's more festivals. I've got weekends of festivals now till the end of summer, really.
What are the next festivals? Do you know which festivals are coming?
There's local ones in the UK. I'm doing Festival, which you may have heard of. A few more in Europe. I'm really rubbish when it comes to names of anything. I don't even know my own name sometimes, I forget, so don't ask me the names of festivals.
Do you already have some plans for a next record, maybe?
I don't know. I kind of like taking down ideas, and I like record stuff on like my voice notes and I just keep. I always go through the same kind of process of like writing down ideas, like recording ideas on my phone, and then I just play them over and over again until I'm like, oh, okay, these could work together as an album of some sort. And I'm already thinking like that when I didn't want to think like that for a while. So I don't know, it's kind of a case of if I do start working on a record, then I'm going to take much longer in it than I have with this one or the previous. I feel I want to really delve deep with the next one. So yeah, the ideas are there, but I don't want to rush it, you know. And I want to just make it how I've always made records, just trying to create something interesting and new, you know. So that's the plan.
Das war Ghostpoet bei uns im Interview. Wenn ihr ein bisschen mehr über die Musikszene erfahren wollt, dann geht doch mal auf www.berlinmusic.tv, abonniert uns auf YouTube, besucht uns auf Facebook und dann wisst ihr immer Bescheid. Macht's gut.